What's up, everybody?
What's going on? Stray Man, thank you for the $5 super chat. Silver Stacker, thank you for the $100 super chat.
Jeez.
Always appreciated. Any of it is always appreciated. We appreciate it.
I guess he's not tired of us yet.
Well, he might soon. You never know.
No.
Oh,
Well, we got a new month, ladies and gentlemen. Happy June.
Happy June.
Yeah.
My youngest just turned 21 yesterday.
Wow.
my
That would
God.
make you what? 50s?
34. Yeah, I'm around that. But I'm not as old as Paula, just in case she's watching. Just kidding.
Oh, where's the old short timer anyways?
Oh, she's just taking a break.
Taking off tonight.
It'll be all right. She needs some. So how is everybody doing? Scott, hello. We got a lot of people in. Should we say hello?
Got any newbies in here tonight? Raise your hand.
Raise your hand if you're brand new. Paula Bloom who? Well, you know Paula Bloom. He is from Arkansas after all. That's right. Indigon's being mean. No, that's more, not just young, but cousins. We like to date our cousins. If she's not good enough for the family, she ain't good enough for anybody else. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Yeah, you
A lot
guys
of
will have to
regulars
excuse me.
popping up in here
I'm
tonight.
posting the video and tagging stuff.
Awesome, Eunice. They told me that maybe it was going to be Tuesday, but I'm glad that you got it.
Speaking of that, Amy Finnegan, I still have not heard from her. She won the loop on our giveaway, and I don't know if she's in here tonight or not, but if you see her name, let me know. So I might have to re-gift that one to somebody else if I don't hear back from her.
And congratulations, Joey K. 35th wedding anniversary yesterday. He doesn't know how his wife did it.
Really? I thought he was 34 years old, not 34th wedding anniversary.
I mean,
He sounds like a young guy,
Yeah.
I guess I was wrong.
Everyone's young.
We're all a little young at heart.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, do we have any big announcements going on? Besides all of the whatnot stuff that's going on? Are you whatnotting this week, Sean?
Yeah, every Friday.
Yep.
I'm just doing a Friday show throughout the summer months. I'll probably revisit doing a Tuesday kind of like bargain bin show when the holidays come around. But as of now, we're just gonna do one show.
And you can catch me right after because I'll be there Friday also. So
Yeah.
y'all join us.
And thank you, Dennis, for the $10 super chat.
Thank you, Dennis.
Very
Well,
awesome.
I guess we have a new American Women quarter coming out this week. So
Yeah, is that Roosevelt, right?
Yeah, Eleanor. So if you're ordering from the U.S. Mint, I believe it's Tuesday, right? Tomorrow is
Yes.
where the drop will be. If you guys are doing the subscription, where you get whatever rolls or bags, those payments will hit, I guess, tomorrow, maybe, or they might have already hit. Check your bank account if that's the case. But aside from that, yeah, we got that one. Be on the lookout for them. They should be dropping in circulation right now. They usually go kind of hand in hand, and it's represent another opportunity to find something pretty cool. So hopefully that's the case.
Yeah, I got it. I think that there's going to be a big one on this quarter for some reason.
Yeah, kind of crazy. It's just been okay as far as quarters. The big one is that extra V Lincoln. It's
right.
It's all the buzz right now, and how much they're selling for, it's understandable. So,
Michael, I am still waiting on those pictures for the Indian cents. I think they were supposed to come to me, and I was supposed to distribute them to certain people. So I don't know if you've sent them or not, or let me know.
And Michael Kittle just put in, he's got a new monthly free coin giveaway. He put the link in the chat. It's got some great stuff in there. If you want to check that out, put your comment in there and see if you can get picked. So far, it's been, I don't know, 2-3 years. I haven't won it yet, but I keep commenting.
That's like winning the lottery, right? As long as you play,
Yeah,
you know,
you got a chance. That's right.
absolutely.
Thank you, Michael.
And by the way, guys, if you guys have a questions about coins, a lot of you already know the drill. I took the liberty of pinning the email to the top of the comments feed. So if you guys see that, you could always do that at your leisure, and we'll take care of you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's going crazy. That's insane.
Ida thinks we're not going fast enough. All right. So, anybody else got anything? Amanda, did everybody see that Amanda streamed the other night?
Yeah.
Yeah, she went live. So, if you don't have Amanda, if she's going to do some, roll hunts, better get on her channel. It's pinned in the comments or the section down below, whatever that is.
The description box.
Yeah.
You have to click show more and it expands it out.
Yep. So everybody do that.
Oh, Amanda did one on overheated coins. You did one on overheated coins? Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody was baking their coins in the oven? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. She's been doing some really
Or
good
they kind of caught on fire.
Let me guess, a Zinkin?
Maybe.
Those things are not long for the world.
I watched your stream afterwards. Yes, it was, Jackalope. We had a good time.
Did they make a copper-clad $50 in '67? I don't think so.
Hey, Eric, we put Paula in timeout. She said some pretty mean stuff to us, so we reported her to HR.
We hit her from the
and then she was put on administrative leave as of today.
And Amanda docked her pay, so.
Yeah, that's true. She did.
Yeah, she went from 10,000 points all the way down to 1,500.
Nice. Spanking? No, there wasn't any spanking involved, I don't think.
This is not that kind of show.
That's right. Well, I don't know. The tips go to the big guys' lap dances, so what do you know? Wouldn't that be a permanent timeout? Oh, maybe, Matt.
Well, we have to do our own internal investigation. So
here, wait, I got something for you. We'll do this real quick in honor of Paula. How about?
So now's the time where I go through my spiel. If you've heard it before, go grab some coffee, go to the bathroom, get a snack, whatever.
Shh. Don't tell Paula.
And that's it. On to the coins.
So for anybody that's new,
come again. I didn't catch that part. That's 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah, the regular version takes almost 3 minutes. So it was, yeah. If anybody doesn't know.
Hey, Matthew, is that the first time you've heard that? Yeah, we've played it a few times. It always cracks us up.
Yeah.
Should we go on to the coins, though?
Why, yes, Adam.
We might as well. Hey, Dirty Water. By the way, Dirty Water and Indigon Demon have both been putting out some good videos recently, so might want to check them out. So, oh, Amanda, you going to do that? What are we gonna? How do we function without Paul? Did you watch the short or the long version of the lathe video? I watched the short one, Eric. Sorry, I need to go back and watch the long one. So, Litecoin Q&A, June 5th, 2023. First show of the month. What have we got? We want to start from the bottom?
Too many.
Who's
There we go.
doing it? You go. Okay, start from the bottom. Let's go from the bottom up. 1945 S Dime Micro S from Scott H. I went to the local coin show and I ran across this little gem. I finally found an MS 1945S with a Micro S for my collection. I believe I got it for a good price of $6. Would like your thoughts on what it might be worth. Thanks again for all your hard work and that you do for the our community. Who's doing the slides? Me?
Looks like a Micro S.
And it looks like a really nice coin.
Very beautiful.
I would say for $6, that's a rather
That's a steal. Yeah, it's pretty cheap for that condition. Look there.
Let alone a non-Micro S Mint State 45S.
right.
I mean, it doesn't have full split bands, and that's okay. 45, both P and S coins are really tough for that, anyways. The Mint employees just didn't really care at that point how they maintained their dies, so they kind of let them go. But yeah, this is if I had to put kind of a grade because the coin is really clean, I'd probably say 65 conservatively.
So on PCGS, a 65 is 135 suggested, and a 66 is 230. So I think
Wow,
you did
that's
very
not bad.
well. You did very well at $6 for sure.
Yeah, the cheek is very clean, and so is the fields.
Yes, it's very nice.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think it's either easy 65, possibly a chance at a 66.
I mean, it was probably a good buy, even if it was just a lower mint state, even $6.
Yeah, well, Micro S is a kind of a scarce thing in itself. So
Yeah.
Does anyone know the backstory of why the Micro S Mint Mark punch existed? Was this used on a different coin?
I don't know that story.
Yeah, I don't know either. I know in 1941 they had a couple different Mint Mark styles, and so in 46. So
Michael Kittle might know. He's in the stream. If not, we can go find out. So that's the difference. See how much further it is away from that. What is that? Stalk of something? I'd say wheat stalk, but that's not wheat stalk.
it's the olive branch, right?
Olive branch. There you go.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So definitely great pickup for $6. Congratulations.
What you really need to find.
It mentioned that the Micro S was used on Philippine coins, the ones, of course, that the Mint had produced.
Interesting.
Ant said the U.S. Philippines Commonwealth coins is where that mint mark punch comes from.
That's
Do you
very
think
cool.
they accidentally used the wrong punch? Is that what happened? Did they use the wrong punch on the Mercury dime instead of using it on the Philippines coins?
Yeah, they did. The San Francisco Mint actually minted quite a bit of the Philippines occupation coins, or the Commonwealth ones, in 1945. So pretty easy to screw that up, when you have a bunch of punches lying around for these things.
I like Eric's description, though. The Keebler elves made that die. So they're tiny, it was tiny. Never mind. All
I
right.
don't get it.
The funniest thing is watching all of Ida's comments go through. Apparently, she had us turned on to low speed and was listening to us going, wow, wow,
You all sound drunk.
and thought that we were drunk or something wrong with us.
Great.
Can't be hitting those buttons, Ida. Tell you what. Nikki says Paula would have looked it up by now. Yeah, she would have. She knows where to go.
Very nice coin, though.
So, yeah, and Kittle said he read that the punch was for some of the USPI coins as well. So, here's Amanda.
1895 over 1894, 5 centimes from Belgium, from Ant 2242. Hello, I believe I found that 1895 over 1894, 5 centimes, Belgium, Dutch text overdate. The coin is XF40 and it has a 40-degree rotated reverse die. I'm not sure if that is a diagnostic of the issue.
No, but it's kind of cool. Well, I don't know if it is or not. A diagnostic tool. Oh, there you go. You can definitely see north of the 9, right?
Yeah,
So-
the top of the 9, you could see it on the 8 as well. And I'm willing to bet that if the inside curls of the 8 and 9 were clean,
Cleaner.
it wasn't all gunked up, you could probably see the punch, the overdate, or
yeah, the extra metal
Yeah.
through there. Probably with the 5.
and you could see the little nub of the 4 under the 5 right there,
Yeah.
which validates the overdate.
Yep, there you go.
Pretty cool. I love these.
That is cool. What date did they stop, or what year did they stop hand punching the dates in? Was it in
For
the
US, it was what is it? 1890s, I think. I don't know specifically what the date was, but I'm sure that a lot of the worldwide mints kind of fell in line with that too.
Let's hope. 1909, says Mr. Ed. I don't know, because I don't think 1908 they were doing it. I think it was before that.
You're talking about, well, Indian cents have repunch dates.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. So 1908. So maybe it was a transition sometime in there, because there's no Lincoln cents from that time that have a repunch date. So maybe it was 19. Oh, good. There's Paula. Yes, 1909 was the last year.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
And
Cool.
Ant said US. Yeah. Everybody's smart. See, that's what goes, that's what happens. That's what happens. Well, nice find.
Sean?
All right, we have a 2019 piece, San Antonio Missions DDO. This is from, I'm just going to throw this, I might butcher it, I don't know. Giselle M. Can't be gazelle, right? That's an animal.
So,
Hey guys, I found this 2019 Texas quarter. I'm not sure if this is a new discovery DDO because Wexler and Kaneka don't have any attribution for this one. I hope you can help me to find out if this is a DDO. Thank you for all that you do to help us. It's our pleasure.
thank you. San Antonio Missions. Well,
yeah.
it looks like it's doubled, doesn't it?
Yeah. Stretchy. See the G?
But I would
Oh.
say if you were going to send this in, send it to not to Wexler, or send it to Wexler's group, not to Variety Vista, because we've seen a recent one that was considered too small to put on there. So just saying.
Yeah, there's a few with the same similar type of class of doubling. Pictured Rocks is another one, the Michigan ATB quarter. It's very similar to this one. As a matter of fact, it's pretty close.
And American Memorial Park, right?
Yep.
Didn't Lowell have one too? If I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
I think you're correct. Absolutely, but yeah, you can see it is kind of minor, but it is a double die. Send to both Kaneka and Wexler's. See where it sticks. So that's a good find, Giselle.
Very nice. Very nice find.
Deacon Dave's found lots of Salt River Bay and AMP DDOs, but never heard of a Missions DDO. Well, and that may be because it's not listed, but there's a small one on this one. So I like this, the way this is set up to make the comparisons.
Yeah, it's definitely fatter, for sure.
Mhm.
Look at the
Fatter
line.
and stretchier, like the letters are taller.
Yeah.
Right? Very good pictures. You can see that O. Look at that O. It's got that winky cat's eye looking at you.
Bottom of the T, bottom of the R.
Yeah.
We have a 1964D. Isn't it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay. 1964D Kennedy half dollar FS502 from Crispy Mofo, 1776. Hello, panel. I came across this while digging through some of my coins. Thought I would share with everyone. Thanks.
That's pretty decent shape.
Yeah. Very nice.
Hey, Bacardi Jim.
Hey,
Well, yeah,
that's a good one.
Definitely a nice RPM.
That is nice. And it's the 502. So the 502 and the 501 are the big ones, right? There's one. The 501's kind of.
There's
Or-
several. There's several.
Yeah, but this one and one of the other one, it's either the 2 or the 1 or the 3 that is really wild looking too.
Yeah, number 1 is particularly gnarly, and so is
Yeah.
this one. This one's pretty strong. Number 3, it's not as crazy. I actually sold a number 3 on Whatnot last Friday. It was in a PCGS holder, and yeah, it's kind of hard to compare that one with the first two because these are just so much more stronger.
Right. It's a lot of separation in the first two. I look for these every time I go to my coin shop and dig through the junk silver.
Yeah, they overlook them too.
Yeah, well, they don't. I mean, they'll buy a bag of junk silver and check for check if there's any key dates in there, but then throw it out, for sale. Uh-oh. We lost him. That's okay, though. Nice when you don't need an electron scanning microscope to see the variety. Well, that's true. Should be at about 10x, right? Don't slab it until the ML gets updated, and I bet we get the CPG updated. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so going on to the next one. NGC Mint State 70 2022 Silver Eagle from Steve W. Hello, I have one of these, but when she signed it, I guess she wasn't happy with her signature. It is crossed out. Any idea if this helps or hurts the value? It looks like you've been around the block a few times. I think he's talking to you, Sean.
Oh.
And I thought you might be able to shed some light. Thanks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have quite a few miles on me.
Here's the response from NGC. Our management team asked me to reach back out to you regarding the label. Unfortunately, the label should not have been used in the encapsulation process. We cannot confirm if this is a one-of-a-kind or how it affects the value because we do not set values of collectibles. We can correct this for you as this should not have been used. Please use the instructions to have this returned and corrected. So, I mean, they'll fix it, but do you want to? I think that's the question.
No, I wouldn't fix it. It's a novelty at this point.
Right.
Whether it introduces a considerable, value in addition to what it would normally be worth, it's more unique to have this piece because if she screwed up, obviously, people do that all the time. I know when I sign forms and whatnot.
Yeah.
It happens. So, yeah, I think it looks cool. Here, it just kind of shows the human side to this.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And there are a lot of people, that will collect it just for the slab or something, because I know I heard a guy talking about like the state quarters, and when they slabbed the state quarters, they had they also had different slab pictures, I guess, and some of them would be like the states behind them or whatever, and they sell for different amounts and stuff because people will collect them. Haven't seen anything like that before. Yes, it's cool. I wouldn't fix it. It could be 101 or super low numbers. Yeah, because it probably wouldn't happen a lot. I mean, you wouldn't think.
She was probably on a roller coaster when she tried writing her name.
Right. Or she was writing it while it was in the slab. Maybe that's the way she signs her autograph. It could be. Could be. Maybe Shanti's Discovery. But I don't know. How, you think it would add value to it from just the novelty of it?
It's possible. I could see a situation where this can get consigned with GreatCollections, and they'll actually notate the fact that the courtesy signer screwed up. So
Right.
that they'll probably title it as a canceled signature. I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point, but it's pretty cool. I would just keep it the way it is.
Right.
Not promising that it adds a tremendous amount of value, but at the same time, don't be surprised if it does.
Right. Michael Kittle said she didn't have anything to do with the Silver Eagles, so why would we want her signature on there? They should have put somebody that engraved the Silver Eagles, maybe. But I guess it's because she's chief engraver. I don't know.
So she's ahead of all the engravers. I'm trying to understand what chief engraver is.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And 11.
Because St. Augustus St. Gaudens was the chief engraver, and so was Mr. Morgan and a few others. The more distinguished folks back in the early 20th century, I suppose.
Right. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, Daniel, it's pure straight up marketing, and yeah, it's crazy. I saw some of the baseball commemoratives, the coins that are curved. They have some that are signed by actual baseball players like Pete Rose and Steve Carlton and a few others. I'm like, nah, I'd rather have it on a baseball card than on a slab label, I suppose.
Right. Unless that label's got cricket parts in it, or that slab has cricket parts in it.
That's possible.
Yours?
So, am I next? Yeah, I'll go next, I guess. So we got a serial number on a rough $1 bill from Pirate Mark. All right, matey. Hi. I'm hoping you could give me some advice on the dollar bill that I found. The bill is pretty rough, but it has a cool serial number. I included some photos, and I'm wondering if there is even a market for it. I love your channel and figured you would know what I should do with it. Thanks for everything you do. Appreciate it, Mark. Let's see what you got.
Oh, well, it is rough, but it's a binary. And it's
Yeah,
got
binary. Yeah, two different numbers on the same serial number.
So, I mean, it would be probably would sell for more than $1, I'm sure. Even
Yeah,
though,
yeah, I would agree. Yeah, it is pretty rough. Holy crap. Yeah, there's still going to be a market. How much that is remains to be seen. I would say this would be something that if I were going to sell it, I'd put it up on, pretty much $1 and just let it fly for 7 days and, see what kind of bids you get on it. You're not going to get rich selling it. It might pay for lunch for you. And, that's about what you can ask for, I suppose. Yeah, but way more than $1.
almost a cool radar. Yeah, it's beat up. It's seen its share of travels. Sean, did you find the cards that Vance sent you yet?
No, I did not. Can you send me a couple more? I'll pay you. They're somewhere around here. I have so much packing supplies all over the place ever since I started on Whatnot. It's a little bit of a mess in my office right now.
Whose turn is this?
Well, you were on top of Sean, so if you want
Well,
to
yeah, my internet crapped out. I'll go ahead and go. 1943S Washington Quarter FS 101 from BMP 804. Another fun find from the junk partially completed Whitman book purchase at $20.54, 4 times face value. Happy hunting, all.
that doesn't sound like a horrible price for silver right now, is it?
No, it's not too bad. Silver has come down a little bit. The premiums are kind of getting knocked off a pedestal. So the 20 to 22 times face is appropriate right now. They used to be a heck of a lot more than that when it was just $25 an ounce. So everybody was really high on it.
Yeah. This is a really nice one.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's a big one.
Oh my goodness.
Look at how it drops down underneath all the rocks. It's so thick.
For as well worn as this is, man,
Mhm.
it's the doubling, if you can imagine this on a mid-state example, would just be nuts.
Extra all around. Paula says it can be seen without magnification. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
it's got to be true.
Yeah, the date.
I can't
see.
find it.
Joey has the goiter neck.
Goiter is is a different one. Oh, he has the goiter one. Okay. Yeah, I don't have that one yet.
Yeah.
But
That's a
still a
thick-
decent coin for, I mean, for looking in a book. I mean, it's probably still $80 to $100 coin
Heck yeah.
in this condition.
How rare is it?
It's scarce. 43S double die is scarce. Yes, that's not an easy one to find.
I think there was one, I think, graded AU that sold for over $10,000. So they go up exponentially as you move on beyond, like, say, VFXF, and then they really take off once you hit AU. This is the big one in the Washington Quarter series, and you can make the argument there's a couple other big double dies.
34 double die.
Yeah. I own a few of those myself. Admittedly, I found them in junk silver.
I remember
so
37
they don't grade out
also.
very high.
37's really nice too.
Yeah.
Dirty Water got 2 rolls of all silver quarters from the bank for $20 on Friday.
Somebody dumped their
He's
silver.
got some real good connections at his bank, and they've been giving him some really good stuff. Yeah,
It pays to have connections.
it does.
Yeah.
I had a friend that worked at a bank, and he always got all kinds of silver and brought it home. Bought it from the bank.
That would be nice. Maybe I should get a side job. Our bank. When I walk into our bank, there's like one person there usually, maybe 2 if we're lucky. I'm sure they could use some help. But yeah, BMP, very awesome.
Yeah, Shannon, they're looking out for a able-bodied individual like yourself.
Unless they want me to get up like early. I know bankers' hours are supposed to be like, you get off early, but I'm not getting up before like 9. 2023 Strike Through Progression from Paul P. Hey guys, just wanted to share with you some finds I have had from an uncirculated box of 2023. I have 2 different Strike Through progressions, but wanted to show you guys this one. I'm sure there will be more to come. I only sent an obverse and reverse picture of the largest strike through. Excuse me. Reading's hard.
Yeah, it's funny. Why does my teller have a microscope out?
Right.
When that day comes, I'm just going to give up roll hunting.
That's funny. Well, you can see, you can definitely see it just from this, even that. That's a pretty nice strike through. Not a
Indeed.
progression. Strike throughs do not progress, Paula said. Correct. It wouldn't be a progression because when you're talking about progressions, you're talking about something like maybe a die chip getting larger. And a strike through would be basically moving around, like if we're talking about one of those field restricted strike throughs, moving around the grease, or whatever. It might strike through a little bit more, here or there or whatever. So not necessarily a progression, but possibly a bunch of coins that were struck through the same kind of grease stuff or whatever. Because how many, don't they say like if you have a box of like new coins that there's probably only like 2 or 3 different dies in a box from the group that they collect and put in there?
Yeah, that's correct.
So that would make sense then. Yeah, because that one's a little smaller. A little bit smaller. Opening coins to cash in. It takes me 2 hours to go through their bag. Yeah, it would take me a long time to go through bags of coins when they brought them in. And that one's, I mean, they're all different. Very cool. But like there, maybe that grease was down in the recession of Lincoln's head, and that's why there's no, and then maybe it was moved out of that area as it struck. That it gets more progressive. Yeah, you're right, Matthew. The term progression helps someone to understand that. And it does get from smaller to larger, larger to smaller. Yeah, Proud Ma. I hate seeing people dumping coins into Coinstar while paying 9% for the privilege. That's true. But I do love it when you go to the Coinstar and you find silver coins.
A reject
bin or lots of foreign coins usually. And people, when they find that, they'll just put it up on the top of the thing because they don't want it either. I love to find that stuff. Oh, who's doing this one? This is a big one. Amanda, you were next.
Hitting counterfeit nickel from David C. Well, I am kinda on a streak, but no money coins. The thrill of finding is priceless to me anyway. My friend Bob sent me 300 plus nickels to go through and see what I want. Last night I was actually watching a video from none other than Blue Ridge Silverhound on the Henning nickel. Anyhow, I broke out the nickels and bam! Searching for more now. Thanks, guys.
Can you do that BAM again? Because I think
No,
I think we're gonna have to do a clip of that. Sorry, just yeah. Well, it's one of the years, right? 39's one of the years, and not
Indeed.
the
Not exactly the most accessible date either.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at the R and E pluribus. That
And
looks very.
I think Paula said that. Did he already sell this to Joe?
yes.
So he's already sold. He already sold this coin off to Joe, and I guess Joe was pretty happy about it. So, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
how
he
much?
did
How much did he disclose? How much he paid for it?
450, I think, or something.
It was pretty good.
It was like over. It was over $400.
Paula said it was good money. Henning, I like the history.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like easy tendies to me.
And there's that telltale sign of the, what do you call it, loop in the R?
Yeah.
Yeah,
His
that's
card.
kind of like his calling card.
Mhm.
So most counterfeiters are like too proud to just let a coin be, after they produce it. They have to put something discernible to let people know that that is his work. And that loop in the R is generally that. Now, there were, I believe, 1 or 2 dates where he did not put that loop in the R. So those ones might actually trip up a few people if they're looking for it. I don't know off the top of my head all the dates of Hennings. So I know what one of the Silver War Nickel dates is one, right? 45 or...
Yeah, you want me to go get mine and I'll show you? Because
If
that's the
you
one
want.
I found. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Sorry, got a flex.
Which one did you find?
I found the war nickel.
Oh,
But I think the war nickel is the easiest one to find because there's no mint mark on it, and when people see that or don't see that, then it's a red flag because it certainly was for me. And then you start looking and you're like, oh, look at the R. Oh, it weighs more. It's all the other signs of it. Oh crap! So EMR, when you were asking why are there so many of the strike throughs in the same place, like the burning building grease, because the grease moves around on the die itself, right? And every time it's striking the coin, it's shaped differently. It's on there a little bit differently, but it doesn't like stay in the same place and then increase in size like that. I think that's why we're talking about it not being a progression. So yeah, very awesome find. 39 hitting nickel and a good score. And he said it wasn't, what did he say? No big money coins? That's a big money coin. Of course, he might have said that prior to selling it. I don't know. Might have sent us the email prior to selling it. Paula said 39, 44, 46, 47, 53.
Oh, there you go. 44. Yeah, that's the other one.
Yep.
whose turn is it?
I think that's your last one.
Probably mine.
Is that it
for the day? Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, so it really is my turn.
That was the feature coin. The coin feature. Well, since we've done a little bit sooner than normal, since we didn't have very many, do we want to take some questions possibly? Plus, we've got all these people in the chat that can help answer questions. because they are already. Joey said, I thought counterfeit coins are illegal to sell. I don't know. Anybody know the answer to that? I mean, the grading companies slab them, or some of them do.
Yeah, there's a lot of gray shaded area when it comes to what they call it. They would probably call this a contemporary counterfeit,
Right.
because it occurred during the time period in which the coins were produced and circulated. You know, the same way that that there were people that counterfeited coins back in the 1800s and earlier. You know, so it's the collectability, and I think when you get enough people that talk about them and they prop them up as being, you know, something neat or interesting, that's where a lot of the, I guess, the politics comes into play. Like, you know, should a grading company grade these? And I don't think all grading companies grade Hennings. I think Annex and maybe NGC, or maybe one of the other ones like Segs. I know that looks like something Segs would do, but
I
I
think
don't know.
Michael Kittle said IGC or ICG.
ICG, yeah.
ICG. So yeah, I have a two-headed Morgan dollar. Is it a counterfeit coin? It's probably, it may not be a counterfeit coin. It may just be a magic coin. Because a lot of times people make those in all different denominations, and they'll, you know, like a two-headed coin for flipping and always heads or whatever.
Oh yeah, Scott. I still have that, by the way. Scott sent me a copy of a was it 1776 Continental dollar.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It looks like an electro type copy is the term used for that, I guess.
Send an email about a 1967 with copper edge. Okay. We will definitely look for that, Mr. Ed. Two-headed coins.
Exactly. Coins. That's part of it. That's part of what kind of like what makes it is that if you are making these with the intent of passing them off as real, that's where you get into trouble, and that's where it's generally frowned upon. But if you find a Hennig nickel, for instance, and you are trying to sell it on eBay, and there's a big collector group to support that item because of what it meant to the history of numismatics, then if you typed in, you know, 1939 Jefferson nickel Hennig counterfeit, if you typed it like that and you were 100% clear in what it was that you were selling, that's acceptable. The same way that you could just, you know, you could sell a copy or something, as long as it's stamped copy and you made it clear that that's what it was.
Right.
Again, there's a lot of like gray shaded kind of areas to the whole thing. So
Kimberly asked if all Hennings have no mint mark, and yes, that is true. They don't have a mint mark, but you can't really tell on the other years as much because Philadelphia didn't put a mint mark on that coin, on the nickel. So the only one that would have had a mint mark would have been the 44 war nickel, because they did them, you know, all on the back, and they did Philadelphia. Is SIG still in business? I don't know. Always like their holder.
Are they still in business? I don't think they are anymore.
that's a great question.
What's the composition? The composition of the Henning nickel? It's like, I don't know. Look it up.
Look it up.
80% nickel with some steel and other elements.
So it's kind of like a dog dish composition
Yeah,
for the most part. I mean, there's enough nickel in there to fool most people. I think that's what he was going for.
right. Carrie and Tracy Hoffman, my husband and I have had $100 bills counterfeited 2 separate times. One was from an Oklahoma bank, maybe about 5 total. Yeah, sometimes they get passed around and not caught, depending on who they get passed to. I know that even my coin shop had accepted some hundreds, and one of them turned out to be counterfeit. But the guy that gave it to him, I don't know, probably didn't know even that it was counterfeit when he got it. So now they have gone to, they've got that machine and they scan all their money through it to make sure it's not, which I guess is easier than trying to look at it yourself. Yeah, Paula, any nickels will weigh more. I think his was 5.1. I think that's what mine weighs as well. Henning is like Al Capone, breaking the law but still admired. Yeah, and it's a good hunt coin too. It's the best thing I've ever found. I think just hunting stuff. More nickel means more weight. The bank said, "How do you know it came from us?" Really? Can you talk about the Omega Gold counterfeits? From what I know, they're as collectible or more than the real ones. Are you familiar with that, Sean, or anybody?
I'm not familiar with Omega Gold counterfeits, unfortunately. It's it's a rabbit hole. Here's how much I care about counterfeits. I don't participate at all. I know about them. I know how to identify most of them. But boy, these counterfeiters are getting really good these days.
We got a 93S in the email the other day that was counterfeit.
Yeah.
Right. Michael Kittle said they are collectible for sure, but I don't think as much as the high relief $20. Those are big dollar coins. Nice. I do have a fake walking dollar because it is too large and I like to use it as a tool to teach. Yeah. Those are good. Very hard to know value on counterfeits. Again, can't legally trade in them.
Yeah, and there are websites that sell these now. So just so you guys are aware, they're out there, and some of them don't conform to I guess standard laws, and they go out of their way to deceive. It's that one, Temu. Temu's a big one.
I'm not sure exactly what all the different links that Paul is posting in the chat, but I'm sure they're related to what we're talking about. I know
she's posting Omega information.
Okay, I know the one was on Henning. Omega was widely respected, had made them better than the mint and real gold, a challenge to himself. No doubt. Any plans for another show on the 2013 B duplicate star notes? If we have found more, can we share? So, Julie, good point. Yes, you may. I don't know that if we're going to have another show anytime soon about specifically that, but you can continue to send in your serial numbers if you have them, and we can get those checked against the references that we have. So just put, in your description, the 2013B, and we'll get it done.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about them as they come in. I made a video on my channel the other day about some pretty big sales of pairings that came up and sold here in the last 60 days. If I had to guess, probably they were all bought up by one person.
It's possible.
It's possible, yeah.
Temu is the new Etsy. At Etsy. I haven't seen stuff on Temu. Anybody know anything about that? Very big rip-off replica. Don't always say copy. There are, yeah, because there's a lot of those Chinese replicas that they don't put copy on it. But again, I don't know how many times we can stress, but if it's too good of a deal to be true, it probably is. So if you know, somebody's selling silver eagles for $10 a piece or whatever, you might want to check it out. I'm drilling over my real Morgans from Kittle. Yeah. And Paula mentioned, yeah, we had that. Had a good Morgan counterfeit came in the email. So you guys really check star notes, because I do have one of the pair, not the completed pair, just the $1. Right. So Carrie and Tracy, so there's a, if you haven't heard about it, there's a place called the 2013B or Project 2013B, which is has an online, what do you call it, like a database that you can put your numbers into, and he'll check against everyone that's sent that stuff in. And we have access to another large group of numbers that are not on that website. So if you would like to send them in, you can certainly send in, and you just send in the one, and we'll, if we find out that it's a duplicate for you, then we will tell you and try to get you hooked up. And ours, the database that we have has, like, one guy has like most of it. So it's pretty big. In Variety Vista, the quarters pre-1999 on the DDR that are listed show pieces of the entire reverse and mention spacing or some term that doesn't, some term. What does that mean? Are they explaining errors or normal spacing? I'm not familiar with that. Pre-1999. So Washington, basically Washington. So maybe, Douglas, maybe what you're thinking about is the Type 2 reverse, or what is there? Is there a B and a C on one of the years? I don't remember. But basically, a lot of that is spacing in the letters, like the last E and the S of states, I think. So that's probably, I would think that's what you're looking at. Oh, cool.
Have a good night, Scott. Thanks for coming in, bud. And congrats on the Micro S.
Yep.
That's a micro win. Actually, a macro win.
Macro
Good
win.
one.
Send in my numbers before I list. Zesty. Okay. Thanks, Zach. I'll take a look at them. Spaghetti Hair Washingtons. Do you mean spread? Yes, correct. Okay. Happy birthday, Kyle. Wait, is today Kyle's birthday? Oh, early birthday. Happy early birthday, Kyle. Nice one. Okay, well, anybody else have any questions in the chat? Because if not, we're going to go have a party.
Party.
You're all invited if you can Make it out to Sean's house.
No, the house is in Tulsa. End of the month. We're coming up.
There you go.
Coming up really at 3.5 weeks, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Fast reminder, everyone.
It won't be long. It won't be long.
It won't be. I've been gathering up all my stuff that you guys have to look at. You're welcome, Proud Ma. Stray Man, have a good one. I guess we're out of questions for the evening. How can you tell fake toning? There you go, Adam. Any?
Generally, color progression is the best way. So if you see like rapid progression, like usually toning has progression. It starts with like your gold, your orange, magenta, and then it kind of works up its way until like all the way black. Well, if you have, let's say you have gold that goes like automatically to like blue, or you don't have any of that transition, then usually you can tell that's a toned coin. So.
Yeah, that's correct. There's a lot that has to do with the unnatural progression from one color to the other.
Sometimes too, if it's a very current coin like a 2023 and it's all different colors.
Yeah, like if you have it's if you have that rapid progression, and usually like on Morgans, like you'll see around the devices, it kind of pulls away a little bit. That's usually means it's a more naturally toned coin versus a artificially toned coin. So sometimes where the toning starts to pull away from the devices, so the numbers, the letters, that's usually a good sign that you have a naturally toned coin.
Nice.
So there's a good article. I can't remember who did the article, and it was a great article. It talked about toning, and I'll have to try to remember it for next time.
Yeah, that was the one I sent you, huh?
Yeah, it's a good article. We got good information. Yeah, because there's a huge market right now for toning, and some artificially toned coins do sell for a little premium, but it's just essentially for artistic value of it, not essentially for the numismatic value because you've destroyed the coin. But then you have naturally toned coins, and you get a little bit of both. You get the artistic value, and then you get the numismatic value. So it's kind of you can still get decent, value out of a artificially toned coin, but it doesn't have any numismatic value because it's damaged. So
right. Carrie and Tracy Hoffman said an update on the 42 steel penny. It is in the middle of the coin grading process and will let us know when it gets back. So
thank you, Michael Kittle. That's exactly what it is right there. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. That's the art. That's the best spot right there to go if you want to look at toned Morgans. It kind of talks about the progression and all that. So that's a good article if you want to read up on it.
And Joey's mentioning, have we heard that the $2 bills are going to go away?
No, I haven't heard that.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, neither have I.
Why do almost all 58D quarters have stupid vibrant green toning? None of the other years do to any noticeable extent.
Vibrant green, though, that green is money. So green is the toughest progression for toning.
So that may be a good year for them then.
Actually, I've found numerous 58Ds with toning. I don't know. Some years just tone better than others. Same with Morgans. Some Morgans are great toners and some just aren't. So kind of like peace dollars. There's not a whole lot of peace dollars that tone very well.
Right. All right. Well, if no more questions, which I don't see anymore, then I guess we'll take a hiatus, get out of
Yeah,
here.
there you go. There's Johnny Cash is the name of the website.
Yeah, it's up there on the screen.
Yeah. And again,
No,
oh, sorry.
no, I was gonna say, I think that probably wraps it up for tonight.
Yep, I was just going to mention Michael Kittle put his link in again for the monthly free coin giveaway. So hop over there and put your comment on his video and sub if you haven't, if you don't have him, because he does it every month. So there you go. Anyway, other than that, thank everybody for coming. And I guess we will see you next week.
Have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Now.